Okay, y'all, it's dark, it's late, we're getting set up. It's gonna be amazing. It's a great space. It's gonna be amazing. Look at all these tents, and this is only a portion.
My mental health is really being able to be of service to myself in the way that I'm being of service to my wife.
I was at Dodger Stadium the other day and this cholo came up to me. He's like, "Hey fool." I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I thought he was gonna say, "What set you from?" But he was like, "Hey, I see your videos and I got a test because of you."
So my name is Jermaine Davis. I did a documentary titled Flowers for My Father, which is
Today we are reimagining what would fatherhood look like if Black men had the tools necessary to be the best fathers that they can be. And the truth is, they want to be outstanding dads, and that's why they are present today to prioritize their Black male wellness, and we are here to support them. It is important for us to know that there are barriers to our communities being able to accomplish our optimal health, and events like this are necessary to be able to remove some of those social barriers so that our Black men and women are receiving the information necessary. And today, our goal is to provide the information on how to be the best fathers starting before the pregnancy by optimizing health, and certainly throughout the pregnancy and afterwards. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and click subscribe. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a not so bright, but definitely early Saturday morning. As you can hear, I'm still not completely awake, but I'm excited to participate in the African American Male Wellness Agency's Black Men's Wellness Day. And this is something that they do nationally in different cities around the U.S. And there's just a number of amazing organizations that are participating today and sponsors that they have. I am sharing a tent with Natera. Natera Corporation does the genetic testing for expecting parents, for both mom and dad. And so I'm excited to have them participate today. You will also see the Noel Alexandra Foundation that was on our platform before, supporting parents who are experiencing pregnancy loss. So it's early, the parking is already full, so I'm expecting a great day today. There are like different vendors, there is going to be live podcasts, and there's also going to be, of course, the 5K, which is the main event. So come along with me today. I'm going to show you as much as I can from the other vendors that are here. I'm just really excited to be participating this year. Usually I come and support, but that allows me to kind of walk around. But today I'm actually a vendor, so it's going to be fun to kind of see who comes up to our table and how motivated our dads are about being really good fathers. And part of fatherhood is knowing how to support mom, and also knowing what testing is recommended and how we prepare for pregnancy even before optimizing dad's health. So it's such a great opportunity to be here today. All right. When we talk about reimagining fatherhood, we are talking about giving dads the tools to make better decisions for themselves and their families. It's about planning their families, knowing that once they are over the age of 40, there are increased risk for adverse outcomes with the pregnancy. It's about them optimizing their health before conception. It's about them taking the initiative to get genetic testing done so that they can understand the potential genes that they can pass on to their children. It's about dads being great labor supporters and pregnancy supporters so that they can become roles such as male doulas. It's about men taking the initiative to get tested for infertility related issues and actively participating in the birth control conversation and opting for a vasectomy.
Back to you, Trevor. How do we build better capacity for men to exercise good mental health, right? And what is your daily regimen for mental wellness? Because we talk a lot about protecting our mental health, and I have a nonprofit called Silence to Shame to help erase stigma around mental health. And oftentimes we're so protected, but mental health is how you think, how you act, and how you feel. So you have to exercise your mental health, right? You have to teach our men, our young boys, and our women to have healthier ways to cope, right? So how do we build more capacity for that, Trevor?
I think
and I'll ask you the same thing, Dondre.
Holding yourself accountable, I think is super important. I feel like that's a muscle that I've been working on, and it gets stronger as I do it. But the gym has helped out a lot. It's like, hey, I said I'm going to go to the gym. I go to the gym for at least an hour, and I'm like, okay, I always want to make sure I show up for myself the way I would for a job. You know, it's like, why would I, if a job calls me to be somewhere at 5 a.m., I'm like, even if I'm tired, I'm going to go. But when I say to myself, hey, get up at 5 a.m. and go for a walk, because it's good for you and your mind, maybe don't give as much dedication or time to that. And so I think those are some steps that you can take for sure.
What about you, Dondre?
You know, in my book, Male versus Man, I talked about because a lot of people, when they hear that, they go, aren't those the same thing? They're absolutely not. So simply because you're born with a specific piece of equipment doesn't make you a man. That part makes you a male. The part that makes you a man is your dedication to being of service. So I talked about how males look to be served while men look to be of service. So my mental health is really being able to be of service to myself in the way that I'm being of service to my wife. All right. The same way that I would serve my wife, I gotta be able to serve myself. Because if I don't serve myself, I can't be of service to my wife.
Say that.
Say that again.
If I can't be of service to my wife, if I can't be of service to myself, I can't be of service to my wife. And guess what? I got a 21-year-old, it's painful for me.
Come on now.
Painful for me to say that. I got a 21-year-old daughter now.
Why?
Okay? Every single woman, every single sister that I see out here, I see you like I see the 4 pillars of womanhood in my life. My wife, my daughter, my mother, and my grandmother, may she rest in peace. So every time I see any of our sisters, I want to be of service to them the way I would serve any of the 4 most important women in my life. But I can't do that unless I give myself oxygen first. Just like we talked about back here. They tell you on the plane, in case of emergency, put your mask on first. Well, guess what? We are in a state of emergency right now.
Yeah.
We are in a state of emergency right now. Right now, there are systems that are actively trying to kill us off. Now, we can sit here and act like we ignore it if we want to, but if we smart, we better start caring for each other. Let's stop being in competition with each other, and let's be in completion with each other. We need each other.
Yes. And that's why I love shout out to the African American Male Wellness Agency. And team and all the great work. Johnson & Johnson, my health can't wait. Dwayne.
You see how I put pressure on him just now?
I know.
You see that?
These brothers ready to work, Kenny. And so that's why this event, they've been doing it all over the country, and we're honored to be a part of it with Johnson & Johnson, My Health Can't Wait, and lived experiences. And so you can get health screenings here. And so as we talk about mental health, and physical health, it all goes hand in hand. So, talk about a little bit, and, we just have one more question. Why is it important to get your screenings, right? So that we are protecting both our mental and our physical health. And events like this, where you can get these screenings for free in the community, why is that important?
They come hand in hand. Like Trevor was saying, I mean, look, I'm 56 now. So I hey man, I'm not playing about this right here. I'm not playing with this. Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 11 a.m. I am in the gym, non-negotiable every single day.
Yes.
My wife asks me the same question every morning. I give her the same answer. Where are you going? Going to the gym. Where are you going? Going to the gym. Why? Because first of all, if we want to fight, there's no greater fat fighter than building muscle. Because your muscle got to eat something, and it's going to eat the fat off your body. So if you really want to start fighting all the stuff that is beating you up, Build muscle. My sisters, listen to me right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what nobody tells you. Go in the gym and lift the stuff that is heaviest for you. You are not going to you do not have enough testosterone in your body to become I'm just going to get too big. No, you're not. All you're going to do is get more fine than you already are. Okay? Go in there and lift the heaviest thing that you can lift. You're going to get more fine. That's it. My brothers, your stress levels, when you go in that gym, it is medicine. Those weights are medicinal.
Yes.
Monday through Friday. Now watch this. As serious as I am about lifting, I'm serious about my Saturday and my Sunday. That's my day off. I'm going to eat crazy on Saturday and Sunday. Monday through Friday, I eat like I'm disciplined. I lift like I'm disciplined. But Saturday and Sunday, I act a fool on Saturday and Sunday. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Piece of cake, piece of pie. Yes, indeed. So that's the stuff that we really need. So we got to go hand in hand about taking care of the physical portion of ourselves, because it really ties into the mental portion of ourselves.
100%.
So the screenings and all of that, we got to get intentional about that.
Thank you. I want to know, do either one of you feel more pressure in acting when it comes to public perception and performance anxiety? Have you ever experienced that, Trevor?
Yes, but I think that's kind of like what makes life to me. I feel like the best moments I've had were the moments I wasn't prepared for, or that made me nervous, or that I didn't think I could do, and then I ended up doing. Like, the most joy I felt are those moments. So I kind of love when I'm a little bit afraid or a little bit nervous. It makes me feel alive, honestly. You know, because this life can get repetitive. You know, you wake up, you do the same stuff. So when you have moments or relationships or places that you go that excite you or that make you feel like you're on your toes and alert, I think that's a good sign. I think you're in the right place. When you're challenged, I think you're in the right place.
That's exercising that good mental health.
Yeah.
Coping with, you know, the stressors that can be there. Andre?
Have a plan and then prepare to improvise. Have a plan and then prepare to improvise. This is exactly what Trevor's talking about. Like, we know what we're doing when we go in, but something's going to happen. Don't freak out. Trust yourself. God built you this way for a reason, right? Before we had a civilized society, I say that in air quotes because it's not very civilized. But before we had that, we had to go out. Our plan was to go hunt. Whatever we were hunting had a plan to survive. So we had to prepare to improvise based on what we witnessed once we got out there to hunt. It's already in our DNA. God already built you perfectly for it. Have a plan, prepare to improvise. Trust yourself. It's going to work. Don't panic, just perform.
Don't panic, perform, trust yourself, have a plan. I love that. Great advice. Well, thank you both for joining us today and sharing your lived experiences. So many people, right, can relate to the stories that we've heard firsthand, and it makes it so inspirational for our own journeys. I would like to thank again Johnson & Johnson, the My Health Can't Wait team, and the African American Well Agency for their partnership. Again, my name is Shanti Das. I am the host of Lived Experiences. We're going to be over at the Step and Repeat doing a couple more questions, but let's make sure we get those screenings. Let's get ready for the walk. Let's give it up for yourselves. Thank you.
One of my greatest joy on this day was to meet the future. When I say the future, I am talking specifically about our future leaders in healthcare. And it was great to see them take an interest in communicating with the community and educating the community on such important topics such as stroke and Parkinson's disease. And they took such a pride in doing so and bringing the latest information. They were attending local universities, some of the most famous universities in the country, and they had aspirations to be from cardiothoracic surgeons to women's health providers to policymakers. So I am so encouraged to see that the future is indeed bright.
What brought you out here early in the morning?
Oh, yes. So I have actually attended this event, not as a vendor, but just to come to support because I believe it's free for several reasons. And to see what they have been able to do in all the amazing community organizations that are here, ones that I've worked with at other events, it just seemed like a very important event for the community. It brings great awareness, and it's really introducing Black men to all the resources that are out here on a variety of levels, from HIV testing to diabetic education to research education to meditating and wellness. So it's just an amazing event.
Since you've been here before, to somebody like you who's never been here or to an event like this, what would you say to someone to bring them to this event that you resources?
So this is a great safe space where you get to ask questions about a variety of health conditions without the pressure of being in the office. So oftentimes people feel intimidated by the office, especially as a physician. I know sometimes that can be a very unwelcoming environment, especially for people of color, due to the historical background in health in the U.S. and Black people. And so having a very safe space like this is just a free opportunity to sample different things, to learn about especially naturopathic options, which we don't talk about as much in the office. So it's just a great opportunity to really explore and learn so much about health.
Let's go. So I want to go one more time. So one more question. What does wellness mean to you?
Wellness means being informed, first of all, and prioritizing your health, and understanding that you have the ability to make differences and to choose what is important to you and what's important to your health. So it is about setting goals. It is about understanding your history, from your family history to your historical history, because all of that matters when we talk about things like epigenetics, and then making decisions as to how you're going to accomplish your specific goals, and making sure that you understand that you deserve.
Thank you so very much for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
It's absolutely a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by.
Now, let's take a stroll together and check out some of the vendors that were present at this year's event. So you have everything from the major corporations with their community initiatives, such as Johnson & Johnson, to the major university hospitals and local hospitals that brought in their staff and students to do healthcare screenings. And of course, you had the registration desk and healthcare screenings done by the African American Male Wellness Agency itself. And at the same time, you had smaller businesses that were teaching information from everything from gut health to mindful activities. And you had participation from the owners and entrepreneurs to students. What made this event successful, and events very much like it, is the fact that when you have from politicians and community leaders to community organizations show up, and just representation from every sector show up to say, Black men, you are important and your health is important to us, it makes such an impactful statement to the community and really helps our Black men understand that they are valued and that their health is of value to us, which is something they don't oftentimes feel in the general public. There was such a needed emphasis on mental health and mindful activities of all diverse types.
Okay, so let us know, what is this documentary about and why was the documentary important to do?
So my name is Jermaine Davis. I did a documentary titled Flowers for My Father, which gives visibility to 4 Black fathers in Los Angeles and giving their perspective of what Black fatherhood looks like through the everyday lens of doing hair, dropping kids off, and talking about the mental health component of what it looks like to be a Black father. A lot of times in society we see the celebration and the visibility of black motherhood, but we don't see that with black fathers, specifically due to the narrative of the absent black dad. And what we did in this film was we challenged that narrative of the absent black dad, which stems from the Patrick Moynihan report. Look it up. Patrick Moynihan report, which was a document that talked about why black men weren't present in the homes without recognizing how systems such as social services were striking them from being a part of this family. So in doing the research, I wanted to just make sure that we could show visibility, because we know, especially being here at the African American Wellness Agency Day, that black men are not just present, but they are 77% effective in the house with raising the children, doing the work that we see mothers do as well. And this document is an ode to fathers. We titled it Flowers for My Father because black men only get flowers when they pass away. And we have to stop that. We want to show up today and give black men the flowers that they deserve. So we're here today showing that work and getting more visibility to black men, black fathers, and not just biological fathers. The friends, the uncles, the community organizers, they all are part of the black fatherhood circle and community as well.
Love it. And where can we find access to the film?
That's what you can look on Instagram at Flowers for My Father Film. If you DM me, I will send you a link to screen it personally. This is something that we're putting back into film festivals next year. But again, this film is documentary and community work. So we're really merging with community organizations that are here today to do community screenings. But also, this is a part and a foundation of my work as a research student at UCLA. DM me on Instagram, Flowers for My Father. We'll get you a link. We'll get you to a community screen so that you can see and be a part of the engagement and conversation.
Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I love the energy. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that mental illness, health, I like that.
And it's hard for me not to cry, y'all, because you know I cry almost every day, but I honor my son through this horrible experience because not only do I feel it's important to talk about this and to raise awareness and to help others, but it's also part of my healing to be authentic and vulnerable and transparent about what we went through. My son was an incredible soccer player, phenom, I might say. He was 16 years old when he was invited to try out for a junior Olympic development program. And at that tryout, he was very badly injured by another player on purpose. And he broke several bones in his leg. And they did surgery on him. And the doctors put him on oxy. And that was the beginning of the end of a very long drug battle for my son, because unfortunately, addiction runs rampant in my family, and he had the addiction gene. And we didn't know what oxy was. We didn't understand that it could affect somebody that way. And one of the reasons I feel a need to talk about this is because addiction and mental health and suicide do not have a face. They are everybody's face. There are so many people that go through this. I don't care what economic background, what cultural background, what racial background you're in. Everybody deals with it to a certain extent. But our black and brown communities, unfortunately, are kind of like overwhelmed with this issue that goes unaddressed and hidden. And we are labeled as losers and bad people and no good when we struggle with something that is a disease, just like cancer or multiple sclerosis or any other disease that needs medical care and attention and medicine. And so I want to use my platform to bring awareness, to stop the stigma of shame, especially in our communities, and to say that we are a beautiful group of communities and we love our families, we love our children, we take care of them, we are good mothers and fathers, and we contribute a whole lot to this society and to this country and to this world. And so my son, he didn't come, we weren't up all night, you know, the stereotype that they try to give everybody with, oh, you must have been bad parents. Oh, you must have been smoking and drinking and doing all this stuff, hanging out late in the street. No, sir, I was not. We are a good family, like many other families who struggle with this. And so I really feel that it's not only important to bring attention to mental health addiction and suicide, but to be the face that, yeah, this happened to me and my family. And my son didn't come here and live and was born and live for nothing. He was loved, and he tried. He said, Mommy, I'm trying so hard. In and out of rehabs that didn't do anything, that just wanted to take my money, that were not working. Rehab is great. It works for some people, and for some people it doesn't, and we need to find a different solution because not everybody heals and recovers the same way. And so I talk about those things too. We're bringing that to light. And my son fought, man, he fought hard. And he was like, Mom, I want to be a dad one day. I want to be a father. I want to live life. And I said, you could do this, baby. You got this. God has a plan for you. And nobody could tell me different. But God had a different plan. And my baby took his own life alone in his apartment, and I didn't get to say goodbye. And I could take this anger and I could be destructive, but I am turning my pain into purpose for my son and for my communities, my black and brown brothers and sisters and my communities, because that's what I feel I got to do. And that's what my son said, Mommy, we got to go do this. And you can't be shy, you can't hide, you got to talk, Mom. So that's what I'm here to do, is to share and to talk and educate and be a voice. Okay, I love y'all.
Lisa, this will save lives. So thank you for your story.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we will honor your son. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, y'all can give it up again for PJ and Lisa's incredibly vulnerable and powerful stories. I have a few more questions for you all, and then we'll close out our day. PJ, I want to ask you, you've chosen to speak about your diagnosis publicly and even add moments of humor and lightness, right, to such a serious topic, because oftentimes it's hard to discuss, especially, with men and prostate cancer. What made you decide to approach it in that way, and what do you hope people take away from your lived experience and the stories you tell as you are on this journey of healing?
I think for me, once there was something that popped up on my timeline after I got the 2 PSA tests, so this is before biopsy, and it was an ESPN sports anchor named Jay Harris was on Good Morning America with Michael Strahan, talking about that he just got diagnosed with prostate cancer and was talking about it, bringing awareness to it. And one, I thought like, damn, is this a sign I have it? And this before I even knew I had it.
Oh, wow.
So I was kind of scared, but I was like, two, I was like, if I do have it, I want to do exactly what he's doing and bring awareness to it. Because like you said, not too many people talk about it. Men, when it comes to anything with below our waist, we don't like to talk about it unless we took down something. So this is like when it comes to our plumbing down there, or just health in general, it's something I feel we need to talk more about. And since that's why I kind of, on my Instagram, the socials, I'll post video about my experience, my journey, in hopes that, someone who is going through the same thing, maybe it'll help them out. Maybe they have questions, and I add humor to it because it makes it more interesting. And laughter is kind of the best medicine.
Yeah.
Not making light of the situation, but you got to have some fun with it. You can't just be all sad and depressed, because I know when I first got the C word answer, and as most people do, that you automatically think you have a death sentence, and that's not the case. So I just wanted to talk about it, and it's great because people are seeing it. I was at Dodger Stadium the other day, and this cholo came up to me. He's like, "Hey, fool!" I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I thought I was gonna say, "What set you from?" But he was like, "Hey, I see your videos, and I got a test because of you." So I was like, "Man, thank you."
Yeah, clap for that. Yes, he got a test because of you. You're saving lives.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stories like that. People will DM me or hit me up and say, because of you, I got a test. And they'll tell me their score and we'll celebrate whether it's good or if it's not. You know, it's like, this is your next step. So that's the reason I do it.
Oh, this is just warming my heart. These lived experiences are so very important for both of you. And again, thank you, PJ, for sharing. Lisa, hearing your journey really highlights how many families go through this quietly. We were kind of talking about that in the back. What steps do you think we can all take to be more proactive and supportive when it comes to caring for the mental health of our loved ones?
I think it's important to create an atmosphere and a space where we make it comfortable, right? I'm gonna come from a mom place, but whether you're a mom or dad, a sister, a cousin, a titi, an auntie, you know, a grandma, a granny, abuela, we need to create that space, right? To make it comfortable and not shame our loved one, because what we want them to do is talk about it, right, and ask for help. We have to ask for help. Like every time I talk, you know, to young people or people struggling, you know, I say, you got to talk about it. You know, let us help. Let us be a part of the village, because we want to create a village. And you know what? A loved one doesn't have to be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a kid in the neighborhood. You know, it's about us being intentional about being available and to help somebody else, right? To be a listening ear. So I think that when we create that space in our home and in our atmosphere of where we exist, people will feel comfortable to come. They don't have to feel like isolated. They don't have to feel like I gotta hide this because nobody's gonna like me, they're not gonna respect me, they're not gonna, no, it's not about that. It's like, let's get you healthy, let's get you better, let's talk about it, you know?
That's right, thank you. Final questions, and then we're gonna go over to the step and repeat. PJ, for those who are supporting a loved one through a diagnosis like prostate cancer, what's your advice on how do you show up? Like as a caregiver, as a friend, as a family member, how do they show up for someone who's going through it?
I think for everyone's different. I know people always ask me that, how can I be supportive? And I think just, for me, it's like just asking if you can help is more than enough, knowing that there is help available if I need it, or I can go to someone. So I think the best way is to be supportive is just to let someone know you're there for them. Check in all the time. Check-ins are very important. I always appreciate when people check in. Hey, I just want to see how you're doing in your journey, what's going on. So be there, let them know off the bat that you're there for them, and check in with them.
Love it. And Lisa, you've balanced a demanding career. Y'all have seen her in Being Mary Jane and Grey's Anatomy and so much more. And so, while you're balancing that demanding career and also being an advocate, how do you sustain life for yourself? What does wellness look like for you today?
I like to shop. No, I'm joking.
I thought you said you like a shot.
Retail here.
I like to shop. No, listen, he said we gotta have a sense of humor. That's because right. If not, you know what? I co-founded an organization called Latinas Acting Up with my girlfriend, Woo! Diana Maria Riva. There's one of our girls right over there. Oh my God, I love it. Giving back is very healing for me. I'm a person that likes to be of service. And when there's a call to action, it makes me happy to do something for somebody else. But on the side, I love to dance. I be cooking Puerto Rican food.
Yes.
And I dance everything, merengue, salsa, all of it. And joy. I find that joy in my faith in God and Jesus Christ. Every morning I gotta set myself straight for the day because, the enemy's out there trying to take us down. So I start my day that way. And I try to find the pieces of joy, and part of that joy is showing up for somebody or just loving on somebody because they need it. You get that love back. And so, I do the girl thing. I get my nails did. Like I said, a little retail shopping, retail therapy in my hair. And I just love to be with friends. Yeah. Lunch, girls, right? Girls, over there, you know how it is.
But that's important. You build community, right? And you build that wellness strategy within that community. I love that. And thank you for the organization that you started and what you're doing.
Latinas Acting Up. I'm also on the board of an organization right now called Cure Addiction Now, and we are about to have our second event, and it's all about, we raise money because my girlfriend who founded the organization with her son, she lost her son to addiction as well. She funds these group of doctors and scientists, and they are doing these trials, and they are so close to coming up with a vaccine that cures addiction.
Wow.
Could you even imagine that? So we raise money, and we're about to have our second event. Look, I'd be calling on all my Hollywood friends. I'd be like, y'all got money, give us some. We need it. We need to cure people. And so I'm involved, very, very much involved in doing those kinds of things and lifting up our communities and everything. So yeah.
I love that. The African American Male Wellness Agency. The reason that we are here today, Kitty and his team, their wonderful staff, they've been doing this all across the country. And then also Lived Experiences is here as a collaboration with Johnson & Johnson's platform, My Health Can't Wait. And so we always ask our guests before they leave the stage, why can't your health wait? So PJ, why can't your health wait?
Because if you wait, it'll be too late. I mean, it's pretty simple. Early detection. I mean, definitely, if you can catch stuff early, you can definitely live longer.
Thank you. Lisa, why can't your health wait?
Absolutely. And I'm going to say, all you women, make sure you're getting your mammograms and your sonograms, and because I caught mine early too, like PJ did. So that's a must. I also talk about that too. But why can't your health wait? Because you can't do nothing without your health.
That's right.
You can't be anybody. You can't work. You can't take care of anybody else. You can't take care of your babies. You won't be around for your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, all those things that we dream about. Why do we work so hard if we ain't gonna be around? We got to take care of ourselves. That's why it can't wait.
Yes, thank you again for joining us today and for sharing your experiences. Let's give it up again for Lisa and PJ Butter. Yes, so many people can relate to your stories, and hearing it firsthand makes it even more inspirational for their own journey. So again, we want to thank Johnson & Johnson, My Health Can't Wait, and the African American Male Wellness Agency for their partnership. I am Shanti Das, and this is Lived Experiences here in Los Angeles. Thank you.
How you feeling, little boy? You warming up a little bit? You warming up a little bit? All right, I want you to march it. I want you to march it. I want you to stretch your hands. You warm at different temperatures. Alright, go to next. Alright. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, give me 10 right knees. Get active. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me 10 butt kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me 10 arm circles to the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. To the back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Yeah. You guys ready to run? Are you ready to run? Alright guys. Alright. Woo! Everybody line up at the start. Let's line up. Everybody line up. After the start.
4, 3, 2, woo! Woohoo! Woo! 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 Hey you guys, so check out my stash. Oh, hold up. Check out my stash. I'm so excited. So today was a great experience. It was the first time I've participated as a vendor, but had such amazing conversations today. Really learned a lot about how our Black men are sort of viewing and thinking about pregnancy and having kids, and the things that they're hearing and the things that they're starting to really think about and process. So it's really exciting to hear that our Black men are being so intentional when it comes now to pregnancy and childbirth, and also fatherhood to follow. So today I was able to meet a lot of the vendors that are here. You'll see a few clips from them. It's just been a really, really great day. So one of the things I'm asked about is, why are we here? Like, why are we at a Black men's wellness event? So the things that we talked about today was, we spent a lot of time really talking about the predetermination of pregnancy outcomes based on dad's paternal genetics, and really helping our men to understand the importance of not just doing the testing and the practical aspects, but that fatherhood ideally begins 9 months before conception, and then mom carries the child for the pregnancy, for the 9 months of the pregnancy. And so our conversation focus today has really been about how much dad's health, dad's age determines pregnancy outcomes, and that you're not captive by your genetics. You are empowered to understand what your genetics is predisposed to, but then also make the lifestyle changes where you are able to have better outcomes. So I love the conversations. I love the conversations today where we talked about really being an active participant.
I say my health.
My health.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
My health.
My health.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Hey, Earth App.
I love to connect.
Come on, Earth App. Come on. It was such a joy to be able to participate, to show that pregnancy is not a mom's journey. It is a we journey. We journey as a community. We journey as couples. And so it's just really great to be able to share that messaging today, and to inform our Black men on how they can be active participants in the journey before the pregnancy, during the pregnancy, and certainly in the postpartum period. What I especially loved about today was the fact that there was such great community collaboration. And so at our table, we told a story. We had our participants first speak to Trinity from the Noelle Alexandra Foundation, where she talked about supporting dads through pregnancy and infant loss. Then I talked about the importance of active participation of dads in the preparation and throughout the pregnancy and postpartum period. And a special thank you to Natera for coming out and not only sponsoring the table, but also sharing with participants today the importance of dads getting tested for genetic disorders. So oftentimes we have moms come into the office and they screen positive for a disorder such as sickle cell, but we really need to assess the potential risk for the child having that disease, and that requires dad getting tested also. So one of the panelists at today's event shared that she's a survivor of breast cancer, and another panelist shared that he is a survivor of prostate cancer. So it's really important and beneficial to have Natera available to really discuss the importance and the benefit of being able to screen for genetic disorders that predispose individuals to different types of cancers. So really thank you to Natera for being present and being able to share this information with the community. And as they say, we out. Bye. Hey, you guys. So this is Dr. T, the hand behind the handle of Healthy Bump Club right here on YouTube, and Healthy Bump Club on Instagram. I hope you guys had an amazing day today, just sort of listening to the great conversation with Shanti Das and her panelists, and also seeing all of the organizations that came out today to support and to be a part of what's really thriving in the community, and that is wellness, informed, empowered wellness. You deserve to be well. See you guys next time on the next episode.
This is Dr. T. Just a friendly reminder, don't forget to comment, like, and share. And go ahead, why not? Click that subscribe button. Help us to get to the next 1,000 subscribers. We thank you guys for supporting.